Your own understanding, truth under Babylon's imperialism. What up? On here real fast to kind of talk about the inevitable and the unseen. Really fast, there's a lot of things to touch on, so I'm going to try to speak a little faster to try to get on as much as I can in as little amount of time as possible. For one, number one, police relationships with the citizens, with the general public. Okay, these different scenarios are different apparatus to the machine of the agenda where we're going. So I'm going to start with the police. Why are we having an issue with police killing black people, just being aggressive and doing things like that? Okay, this is part of an agenda. This is part of the narrative. This is part of the fabric of the cloak that blinds you. So this has to happen in order for them to justify problem reaction solution. Problem reaction solution. So when these police are killing blacks, you get in your head, okay, is it a racial thing? What's going on? Blah 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 blah. No, it's an agenda thing. So this actually is a worldwide thing. This is not just here. It's a worldwide thing. Um, and the oppression even goes into black officials attacking black officials through, I guess you could say bribery or just coercion through finance. It's ridiculous. But anyway, so the police have to do this. These things have to happen or be allowed to happen for a whole lot of different reasons under the belly. Number one is just what they are. You have the Klan and what their hand inside the police force, the Klan. Then you have the ultimate agenda, which the Klan and everything else does support, which is basically this part with the police and the citizens. You have to build a distrust so you can justify bringing in with the next phases, which would be drone policing. Okay, so now you have drone policing, which is a whole new level of espionage. There's a whole new level of just intrusion. You're going to accept it because of where they're going to steer society. You have to get unrest to the boiling point. So you have to start a quote unquote race war. They have to do this so-called Armageddon thing. This is because no one is going to accept robots policing them. So to avoid them forcing robots to police you, they're going to do this problem reaction solution, the same art of war technique that's been around for thousands of years. That's what they're going to do. They're going to make you accept the policing from the drones and the other automated robots. You see little mechanical dogs, little automated officers that you should understand, animated automated officers, which is crazy because they're going to be called and considered just like the dogs today, officers of the law. If you touch them, you break them, there's some things that's going to happen to you. So that's just one part of it. So you have to get drone policing. Now then you have another part, which is what is all this jungle juice and the boogeyman, all this on your back. Well, they got to do that in order to keep you covered because it's their ritual. It's a ritual, number one. So you have to participate in the ritual, the masquerade. And number two, they actually need for people to emote about the different ideas of having to do that, having so many restrictions and things like that. They're going to use that to get others on board with that whole jungle juice acceptance and all that stuff. So that has to happen. Give me 1 second. So along with that program, because it is I could say it is a purge. So that's part of the ritual. So because these things have to be implemented in order to weigh the temperature of what society will tolerate. There's a whole lot of different things when it comes to that whole jungle juice agenda. I'm not going to get into the other part of it because that's one of the things that got unwanted attention from the platform for me earlier. Hope you guys are keeping up with this, man, because it's a lot. I'm trying to say it all kind of quick and in a small amount of time. And I know I'm forgetting something, but I'm gonna catch on to it. So yeah. So you have the police force and what they're doing with this. Now, there is a a biological, a biochemical shift going on in the human gene pool. Now, that's also something that has to be monitored. People don't pay attention to things like that, but they do because they have to, because it's part of the whole reason why they need to maintain policies and programs the way they do. Man, it's a whole lot. So yes, you got the drone policing. Now they want to keep you also with the whole scenario with the jungle juice. They want to keep you isolated in a box, like a jack in a box, like I said before in a couple of my videos, where they're going to restrict your movements. They're going to put you in little cubicle kind of like arrangement units where they can, obviously keep people in for, for pennies on the dollar. You could stay in these units, but there's going to be restrictions. Like Section 8, it's going to be more like a Section 0.2 because it's going to be really, really small, the section you're going to be in, and with a bunch of you kind of in cubicles. And drones are going to be taking the place of brick and mortar establishments, business establishments, the drone spots, the drone warehouses where the automation takes place to bring products to people who are being isolated is where the next phase is. This is where the jungle juice things come in. Now, you tie all that into resources. Where do resources come from? Everyone right now is talking about going back to Africa. People in Africa are taking this, the citizens, the indigenous of Africa and of the world are taking a stand and saying, okay, well, we need to, check on Africa in the sense of prolonging business or extending business. But we need to be careful because there's an agenda behind all that, and you shuffling to isolated places, centralizing places. You have to be ready in all areas when it comes to that. I'm talking about in this system financially, defense-wise, and also intellectually to know what's the next step, what's the next moves, because things are going to happen from all angles. So when you start trying to reestablish communion with your people, this is what you're up against. Everyone else. And then you have the Asian population who's sitting back waiting for the big religious war so they can come clean up the mess and just, establish something else. But the handlers understand this as a scenario. They are working in conjunction with each other to try to quell the resistance and to try to stop the inevitable, which is basically the indigenous replanting, reforming, and reestablishing a bond with nature. And I'm going to stop that here.